Alright guys, so today we are going to let Sazabi cook in the co-op quest 2. So we will be taking on the double zeta. So when I've been running this stage, for example, I happen to notice Sazabi actually does quite a lot of good damage. So that's why I do want to do probably 3 different runs. So I also do want to try out Easy A. I feel Easy A on this specific quest number 2, like the tier 2, is a little bit impactful in a way. So that's why I do want to go ahead and kind of revisit Sazabi in a way, and then we will kind of try things out. So this is going to be the first run that we are using. So as far as the 6th unit, we are going to be tossing in Quibbly. So Quibbly is another one of those wild card where if you are able to evade, you're doing damage. So I think for the purpose of things, I'm not really going to look in too much into for Quibbly. Is simply just there as a 6-spot unit, and then the other one we will toss in Easy A, and then the last one we are going to be tossing in GPO4. GPO4 at base right now without any transcendent skill is also able to also provide some debuffing, so I do want to try that out as well to see alright what kind of peak DPS can we get. So that's going to be the team that we are running. So we have Zeta, so pretty much just some pure DPS modules that we are running, and then for double Zeta we have the I believe this one is the Ray one, so we are getting double damage for both the projectile and beam for both of them, so pretty nice. And then for Sazabi we are going with the standard just after 30 seconds we are able to do damage. Unfortunately for blue right now, for blue element, we just don't have the one that's able to stack damage after popping EXQ, so that is definitely something that we are still continuously waiting in a way. And then we just have Phoenix just for the debuffing. We have Kshatriya for the buffing as well, for the stun as well. And then Kshatriya a little bit of a stunning, right? So that's not bad. So let's actually hop in with this setup first, and then we will see what kind of damage you're able to do and how fast we are able to clear this one. Alright, so let's kind of see how we can situate the setup. I think I'm just gonna go with this, right? We will just let Sazabi supposedly take all the damage, and then in translation we want to dodge, so we can just deal as much damage as possible. And we are gonna be running at 3 times speed, so we can get the most out of things. So are we gonna let Sazabi, is Sazabi cooking or no? No, I don't even think Sazabi's cooking. Oh yeah, we kind of cooking a little bit. Not really. Okay. Alright, those damage are coming in a little bit. I think the best I was able to do with this unit was like definitely over 100k. And this one we are climbing, steadily climbing though. That's okay. Alright, that's good. Yes, that's good. Oh, can we hit the 100k? Let's go, dude. Oh, there it is, dude. Look at Sazabi, man. What a menace, dude. This, yeah. Okay, alright. Yeah, with a good situation, like, you can definitely get Sazabi to look relatively good. Okay. Yeah, that's impressive. Like, it's neck and neck with the double Zeta. And keep in mind, my double Zeta is not anything maxed out. I don't really have any good unit enhancement, nor is it like P5, T5 in any situation. But my gosh, that is definitely impressive. So let's kind of check out the timer. I think the timer would definitely let us know how fast we were able to take down double Zeta over here, and then we will kind of gauge moving on to the next one what we need to do. Alright, so we did 20 mil from Sazabi, and then we took 201 seconds to complete this. So you guys can see Sazabi double Zeta. Zeta itself actually didn't do us hot. Like, man, Zeta is is falling, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, this is definitely not the best situation for this unit for sure. But let's kind of keep going with the other setup. Alright, so in this run we have Easy A. So I feel like Easy A is definitely going to benefit double Zeta a little bit better. So I would have to say in this specific run we might see our double Zeta do maybe better, I would say. But let's kind of check things out. So again, 3 times speed, and then we will just kind of let Sazabi cook. Oh, look at that! Right away, it got some. Oh wow, that's some early burst of damage through there. Yeah, that's quite impressive. Okay, Yeah, I feel like for Easy 8, we still haven't gotten the patch where the critical rate and the critical attacks has been, like, I guess, updated. Because I would definitely say we could have done way better. This is not, I don't want to say this is not good damage, but I want to say it can do way better because this is a P, what is it, like a P3 T5 Easy 8, and then over on JP I don't really have it to max out, so I would definitely have to say it could be better. Alright, it definitely could be better. So same thing game, we just want to see this added on Easy 8 providing all those support actually can outweigh the amount of damage that Quiverly was doing. So, but so far we are able to peak high damage right away, so we can kind of say our Easy 8 in higher tier quest mode, like what these co-ops, probably works. I don't know. We definitely do need to take a look at the timer. That will definitely allow us to determine did that work or not. Alright, so for this one we actually took longer. Wow, that's surprising. Even though we did a lot of damage from Sazabi and then potentially from Double Zeta, I guess the amount of time that we took, like the support from Easy 8 does not offset the timer, so that's a shock to me actually. Okay, well that's definitely good to know. Alright, so this is going to be the final testing. We are going to be dropping in GPO4. So GPO4 right now, when we pop EX we would be able to offer 34%. The enemy is going to take more beam damage, so supposedly that's going to affect the team overall because majority of my team, like the unit, does do a lot of beam damage, or does the beam in general, except for Double Zeta does actually have both. So let's just kind of see. So again, we are for sure looking at the timer to see if we are doing anything better. But I mean, like Sazabi was able to do like quite high damage right off the gate. So like that last one definitely had me because I was assuming we were for sure going to be doing a lot more damage, but it was definitely not the case. So that was definitely a shocker to me for sure. And this one continued again, like the damage per second for Sazabi is just skyrocketing, like that's crazy. But when we do take a look at the Zeta and then Zeta itself, I don't really think they're contributing as much as previously, so that's not ideally what we're looking at. Okay, yeah, but the damage on Sazabi is just skyrocketing for sure. We are kind of dropping a little bit per second because I guess we're not really getting hit that much, so we're not really evading. So that's, you know, my only, you know, conclusion to that. But all right, let me take a screenshot of that. I'm gonna use that for a thumbnail so we can kind of, not really clickbaiting, but at least you guys can kind of see. All right, so let's kind of check out the report real quick. All right, let's kind of see. Wow, 213, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, I guess the first match was, or the first run was just an anomaly because we finished in 201 and then everyone after that was just not really that great. Oh wow. I guess if we do take a look at the grand scheme of things, like even though we did peak a relatively higher damage per second, but as far as the total damage, Sazabi only gotten from 20 million to like a 22 average from this run and then the second run. So it does lead to the conclusion that right now the support, like no matter how much support we have, if they're not really contributing damage, they're not they're effectively not going to make our run any faster. So that's what I'm looking at. So until Easy 8 gets fixed, or until we get the damage calculation fixed, whatever, I wouldn't really see that unit to be that useful. And then for GPO4, it's just more of like a tossing in to see what we can do, because obviously I know that this is not a max out unit, so I'm for sure knowing that it's not going to contribute that much. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it in terms of the cooking session for Sazabi. Definitely quite impressive overall, I guess, in a way. But other than that, I will be catching you guys all on the next one.